Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Shadows. It's been a few days since I posted. We've been really crazy at work and yeah, just been an absolute crazy week. So my apologies for not posting. Hopefully you guys are well and you're gonna have a fantastic weekend with shard pools and stuff like that. I'm definitely looking forward to Sunday to get a day off and spend some time with you guys and my regulars in the stream. Anyway, let's get into today's video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Today's video is going to be about Fire Night 10, just because daily the Fire Night tournament has just started. But I'm actually waiting for the Dungeon Divers, and yes, I am going for the Fusion. So my first look on the fragments, 22,500. Not the highest in the world, but it is just generally enough for that. We do have champion training going at the same time, which is very sneaky from plarium, and I don't like it when they're a bit sneaky like that, but they do put 10 extra fragments at the top, which is a bit interesting, I suppose. If you have the energy and stuff like that, you can definitely go for it and maybe skip some of the fusion things. If you was going to go for this, I recommend doing a snipe and not needing to overspend if you don't need to. But generally not a bad pack, but not interested this week. Thank you very much, Plarium. So yeah, let's get into this then. We're gonna do Fire Night 10 video, and I just wanted to showcase my Fire Night team. I haven't really showcased it yet. Been running this for a while. This is my team, as you can see at the top. Is it 100%? No. Is it quite consistent? Yes. So if there was one in a few runs, a few probably, I don't know, 1 in 20, 30 runs, I am working on it, but generally it's down to the fact I don't have a significant amount of Phantom Touch. Now I do have Phantom Touch on everyone, but the higher levels of Phantom Touch, the better it becomes and more consistent it becomes. So that's something to kind of bear in mind. Now the gear requirements for this is not super crazy for an in-game player. Like my gear is not super crazy, so that is just generally being real with you. And there is other teams out better, probably a little bit more friendly if you go to like stage 6 or something like that. I want to do stage 10 because I do want the best chance of getting a savage and stuff like that, even if it means I fail a run or two every 100 runs. So that's something for me. I will build a 100% team once I can find a 100% team, even if it's a bit slower. So let's get into today's video. This team is about 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes, so very standard time, and it's going to be mainly because my Gina is just nuts. So there we are. Anyway, let's get into the run, and then I'll show you the presets and everything to that. Okay guys, so let's go over the gear and requirements then. So as you can see, we have a savage set on Cardiel. I was a little bit disappointed when I lost this guy for arena because he was someone I use really consistent, but you know, in the day it is what it is and stuff like that. Now Cardiel is really important because he does give us the speed aura. So if you're not going to use Cardiel and replace him with any other ally attack, you need to make sure you calculate 19 speed into speed tune, because the speed tune is very important. You can just go to calculator and just put in 15%, add whatever speed I run in here. So it's also worth pointing out I am using some Great Hall bonuses to kind of do this. I always worked on my finite first in any area that I needed. So the survivability stats are not generally needed, as long as you can build fairly good HP and defense, then you'd be okay. But the speed is really definitely something I would recommend taking. The accuracy is also something worth recommend taking. So the speed and accuracy is where I'd go first. Obviously, critical damage, which is at 30 now, is a big difference. So, you know, it does help a lot. And it starts making the numbers a little bit more crazy. And I'm also packing ignore 20% defense. When I first used to run his team, I didn't really have that. So if you put that on top of the Savage, that's going to be probably like a whopping what 45%, which is super nice. As you can see his stats up here. These can be changed, vice versa, so it's up to you guys how you do it. But HP chest, speed boots, savage piece, and then broken piece on top. Then we have reaction not really needed, but generally a good healthy ring. Critical damage with defensive stat as well, with HP substat, super nice. And then a triple resist pan out with speed. The resist is not really needed, just needed a speed. Generally, the defense banner would be better, or maybe even a tap banner just to get a bit more attack on that. Obviously, Phantom Touch is the blessing you want to run on all your champions for the finite boss, and these are the masteries here. So I will put links below here if you want to come back to the masteries and the presets, etc. I will put this in the description and below so you can generally click through it. Some of these masteries can be better. I recommend not going for the cycle of magic or cycle of violence, because generally this might encourage a cooldown effect and then maybe throw off your comp a little bit when it gets to the boss, and it can generally make you fail. So just be aware of that, and that's something I've known a few people to make mistakes on. So we're going to go to Marta next. Marta is the only one that's not in Savage today. She's in a shield set just to give us a bit of protection from the boss first hit, and generally because of the waves as well. Now you can use bolster if you have it. You don't need the stat for the because of seer or anything. So yeah, shield set or bolster set is generally fine. Good defense, reasonable HP. Oh, let me put this on for you. So yeah, so as you can see, reasonable speed, 240, good critical damage still. We have some accuracy here, and then 20% ignore defense, which is not really needed. It's just a bonus. Same as critical damage, etc. So there are the stats, and then here you are with the masteries. Again, very similar. Trying to avoid certain masteries. Honestly, these masteries could be different. It's just I thought I still had a reset, but they could be better for sure. Not the best masteries in the world, but you know, in the day it works, so I'm not going to reset them and pay for 150 gems. Got critical damage, critical rate, and I'm still trying to get the crit cap if I can. It generally does help with the time. If you can't get a crit cap, it will probably still work, but it won't be as fast. So just bear that in mind. Then we have Gina as well um, in Lethal, which is another set for Savage. Just a better upgrade option, and I will be farming this boss again, this rotation for Fire Knight. So again, Phantom Touch really important on him. This is someone that you could maybe take Cycle of Violence on. If he gets that big nuke around a bit more, that wouldn't generally make any difference, because as you can see, I've got Cycle of Magic. It just generally for Martyr and Cardio, you need to be careful of that. So yeah, these are masteries for Fire Knight as well, which is something I generally use him in Hydra as well. So there's a little bit of a mix of both. Then we got our Kaimar. So all these speeds are different. So I will show you the speeds at the end, the presets, and talk about the speed tuning. So these are new Korean stuff, and then we have these are the stats that we are running. All right, 235 speed, 280 critical damage. Accuracy not really needed, but if you can get 4 waves, that'd be really cool. And if you have the good, as you can see, we got like 20 from here for Guardian Factions, 48 from the first Great Hall. We also have another 80 from the second Great Hall, 10 for the Mastery, so it does generally add up in the end to get them quite well. Again, not the best of builds where it comes to my guy, but you know, in the day, I'm not using my best savage sets here, which is generally what I'm happy about. It's not impacted on any of my best nukers or anything like that. And Cold Heart's the last one that we could go into. She generally as well is in savage, so it generally really helps and stuff like that. So these are the masteries, and then this is the bits and bobs as well. Cycle of Violence is important on her if you can get it. You could also take Cycle of Magic if you wanted. It's generally up to you what you guys want. My apologies, I'm yawning. Been a long day. Or it's going to be a long day. So there are the masteries. Sorry, I didn't show you the stats of Cold Heart. Let me just go back into Cold Heart very quickly, because I want to make sure I show you the stats with the Cold Heart. So we got this here, and these are the stats. We got good, generally trying to get good accuracy to land the A1. I'm still working on this. I do want to try to get to 300. Everything else there is quite good. So the turn order is very specific. The champions need to be in a specific way when you run a champion. So you want Cardian lead, second Kaimar, second Kaimar, third Cold Heart, fourth Gina, and then Marta going last. It does need to be in that specific turn order. And if you do bring ally attack, then replace Cardio with that. So generally you don't want to use G-Nut's accuracy aura because you want the turn rotations. This is Cardiel's opening round 1. Then we got round 2, and we got round 3, and you can see again all the stats here that's required. Then we have Kaimar, which is going to be on a round 1, Kaimar on round 2, and Kaimar on round 3, and again all the stats are there as well. And then we have Kaimar, Cold Heart. These are the rounds, and then she'll start with the A1 to help get shield down, and then this. So again, you can see the speed tuner. And then we have Mr. G Nut, which is my G. Generally open stats here. My apologies. And then Marta, so closed off there. She has this open because of Rio, right? So Rio, she wants to lock down, so we put all our things, Rio cleanse, and then we put this down on Rio, and then we want to lock it off. So yeah, for the boss, we want to take this off, and then we just put up the counter attack, and then we wanted to do her A1, which is putting her defense down, which will help speed her up. So there we are, guys. There is my finite team. There is a showcase on my finite team. Let me know down in the comments below who you run in on finite and what stages you're running. I'm looking forward to showcasing more teams in the future. So if you have a team that you generally would like me to showcase for the channel and try and get more content out to help others within Raidshadowlegends to get to the finite level, then I definitely would appreciate it. It does help with content as well. For this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help support this channel, and for me to carry on making videos and so supporting the raid community, and then keep pushing out content. So yeah, that generally does help. Till then, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.